Hello, my friend. Welcome to your sleep story. My name is Stephen Dalton. I'm an Irish storyteller, and it's my great privilege to be the voice that you listen to as you go to sleep tonight. Tonight I continue my rainy day in a coffee shop series, and tonight we visit the great city of Berlin. A long time ago, I visited Berlin twice in 1 year, once in the summer and once in the winter, and what I found was the city was incredibly different from summer to winter, more so than other places, I thought. And so tonight you will find a cozy coffee shop in the rain. You will settle in, notice the world around you, and enjoy reading from an old book. And where are you in the world? Maybe you're in a city, or maybe you're in the country. Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's do the relaxation session now, which will take a few minutes before tonight's sleep story. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1, and as I do, allow yourself to let go more and more. 10. Feel the support of the bed beneath you, or the floor, or whatever you lie upon tonight. And beneath that, feel the constant support of the earth. For this support is always there. The support that our home, the earth, gives to us. And as you become aware of that support, see if you can let go a little more now. Release anywhere you might be holding. A little more now. 9. You are safe. Tonight, allow my voice to be a friend, to be a guide that takes you towards comfort, towards peace, towards escape and letting go. Know this, that my voice will only ever take you to safe places, kind places, places of wonder and magic. 8. The day is done. Whatever has been, has been. Whatever will be, will be. So whatever thoughts you might be having tonight about the past, about the future, know that they are not useful right now. Don't try and fight them. See them for what they are. Thoughts, not you, separate from you. Things that you can easily let go of right now. So as they arrive, see them, and then watch them go, like leaves on a moonlit river. or clouds passing by through a starlit sky. 7. Peace lives within you. It is always there. It is a constant friend. It is just waiting to be found, waiting to be felt. So tonight, see if you can find that peace that lives within you. Allow that peace to be a source of comfort tonight, to let it glow gently within you, and to pass throughout your body, allowing your body and mind to relax and let go now. 6. This is your moment. This is your time. You deserve rest. You deserve peace. We all do. Allow that fact to enable you to let go more and more now, to ease into this very moment more and more. 5. You don't have to carry anything anymore. You have nowhere to go, nothing to do. In this moment, you are free. This is your time. Luxuriate in that fact. Find the coziness in that fact. 4. Perhaps allow a little gratitude now. Gratitude for the simple things. The shelter you have tonight. Those you love. The breath in your body. 3. Begin to engage with your imagination now. Begin to see the great city of Berlin, an enchanting and deeply interesting place. Begin to feel curious about the world around you, and begin to see the rain and to hear it, that cozy, comforting sound that will lead you to a cozy, comforting coffee shop. 2. Checking in with your body one more time now. Your body has worked hard for you today. It's time to give it rest. And 1. Completely letting go now, as I tell you tonight's sleep story. You are in Berlin, a city full of stories, where the old and the new sit quietly beside one another. Apartment buildings from the 60s, just down the street from grand old courtyards and quiet churches, cobblestones underfoot, and trees lining the streets like silent observers. It's late afternoon, and it's raining. Not a heavy storm, but a soft, persistent drizzle that has been falling all day. The kind that makes the whole world feel hushed. The sky is a deep grey, the kind that seems to hang low over the city, pressing gently against the rooftops and quietly telling you that it might rain like this forever. You walk slowly through the streets, coat buttoned up, your scarf tucked close. Drops of rain speckle your glasses. Bicycles pass by with quick splashes, and tram lines hum in the distance. There's a rhythm to it, a quiet, pulsing movement beneath the city's usual energy. Berlin in the rain has a different kind of heartbeat. You walk past a courtyard filled with ivy-covered walls. A woman walks her dog under a large blue umbrella. A cyclist pauses to readjust their hood. You catch snippets of language: German, English, all sorts of languages. Each one folds softly into the wet air, as if wrapped in cotton. It is time to find shelter. You turn a corner into a small side street, and there it is, a quiet glow, a handwritten sign above an old wooden door. It translates to Coffee Shop Wintermond. The windows are fogged with warmth, blurred from within by steam and the flickering of candlelight. The sign on the door is painted in soft gold lettering, and you push it open gently. A little bell above the door gives a soft ring, and just like that, the city fades into the background. Inside, it's warm. Not just warm in temperature, but in feeling, in tone, in presence. Wooden floors creak underfoot. The air smells like fresh espresso, buttered pastries, and something faintly spiced. Cinnamon, or maybe cardamom. There's soft music playing, an old jazz record, slow and low. The cafe is long and narrow, with shelves of books lining one wall, small framed photographs of Berlin in black and white on the other. Plants drape from high shelves near the ceiling, and the soft glow of lamps lights each little table like its own quiet world. You take a deep breath and feel yourself arriving fully. Rain still falls outside. You can hear it now against the windows. But here inside, the world has slowed down. You found the perfect place to rest. You step further inside, and the door clicks softly shut behind you. It's a long space, but quiet. The kind of cafe that feels like it's been part of the street forever, even if no one remembers exactly when it opened. The tables are all mismatched wood. Some are scratched at the edges, and the chairs look like they've each had many lives. But somehow, it all belongs. A woman behind the counter looks up and smiles. She doesn't rush you, just gives you that kind of warm, understanding look, like she already knows the rain brought you here, and you're welcome to stay as long as you like. You walk up and glance over the counter. There are little handwritten signs beside the cakes and pastries. Apfelkuchen, Mohnschnecke, and something called Berliner Nebel. At least that's what you think they say. Steam curls from a row of ceramic mugs, and a big brass espresso machine hums quietly, like it's thinking about something. You look up at the menu. A chalkboard above the counter with careful white lettering. And when she asks you what you'd like, you order a milk cafe, drawn to the sound of it. A moment later, she hands you a wide ceramic mug, warm in your hands, and a small glass of sparkling water on the side, which seems like a thoughtful touch. You thank her, and she nods as if to say, "Of course." You turn to find a place to sit. There's a little alcove at the back, almost hidden, just beside a tall bookcase filled with old paperbacks and coffee table books. It has a window that looks out onto the street. You settle there, sinking into a worn, soft armchair that fits your body just right. The cushion gives slightly beneath you, like it's been waiting. You place your drink on the low table beside you and remove your coat. The fabric is damp from the rain, and the release of it is noticeable, like shedding a layer of the outside world. Outside the window, the rain continues. A tram rumbles past, the red lights streaking across the wet glass. People hurry down the sidewalk under umbrellas. But inside, the pace is slower, gentler. You cradle the warm mug in both hands. The scent rises. Roasted beans and warm milk, with a faint undertone of something nutty and sweet. It's comforting. You take a sip. Smooth, rich, not too strong. The kind of drink you don't have to think about. Just let it be what it is. Around you, life unfolds quietly. There's a small group near the front, talking softly in German. Their laughter spilling out now and then, like little lanterns in the dim room. At a corner table, someone types on a laptop. Every so often, they pause, look out at the rain, then keep writing. A child flips through a picture book beside a parent who's reading something heavier. No one is in a hurry. The cafe breathes, and for the first time in what might be hours or days, you do too. There's no need to go anywhere now. No need to do anything. You're exactly where you need to be. Time drifts a little. You sip your coffee slowly, letting each taste settle on your tongue before swallowing. The warmth seeps through your hands and into your chest. Not just physical warmth, but something more subtle, a kind of inner stillness. You find yourself gazing out the window now and then, watching the rain slide down the glass in slow, crooked lines. But your attention begins to shift inward, back into the cafe, to the people here with you. Not loudly, not dramatically, just softly. You notice things. A pair of friends sit a few tables away, sharing a slice of cake. They speak in low voices, smiling often. One of them takes a napkin and carefully folds it, as if this is something they always do. You wonder how long they've known each other. Do they meet here often? Maybe this cafe is their place, where life pauses just enough to be shared. Near the bookshelf, a young woman with a dark green scarf sketches something into a spiral-bound notebook. Her pen moves quickly, then pauses. Then again, she draws. You can't see what's taking shape, but her face is peaceful, absorbed. You wonder what she sees in this moment. The curve of the window frame, the lamp above the counter, the mood in the room. There's a man reading a paperback at the table near the wall. The kind with yellowed pages and a cracked spine. He turns each page with care. Between paragraphs he glances up, as if he's listening to the cafe too, to its quiet rhythms and stories unfolding. You spot an elderly woman in a soft wool coat, sitting alone with a pot of tea. She doesn't seem in a hurry. She pours a second cup, watching the tea spiral into the mug, and holds it steady before taking a sip. Her eyes rest on the window, but you get the feeling she's not looking at the street. She's watching something far away. A memory, perhaps, or a feeling. And then there's someone new. A tourist, maybe, who's just come in and found a seat by the door. They shake off their umbrella and look around with the quiet wonder of someone who doesn't know the city, but wants to. A folded map pokes from their coat pocket, slightly damp at the edges. You wonder what brought them here today, of all days. Maybe the rain. Maybe something more. There's something tender about all these moments. Quiet little windows into lives that are, just for now, intersecting. Each person wrapped in their own thoughts. Each one, like you, seeking a pause. You don't know their names. You don't know their stories. But somehow, it doesn't matter. Because in this moment, this warm, rainy hour in a hidden cafe, you're all part of the same quiet stillness, the same pause in the day. And there's a deep comfort in that. You breathe in, and the smell of the coffee mingles again with the scent of rain-damp coats and old wood. You breathe out and feel your shoulders soften, as if they've just remembered they can rest. The cafe is quieter now. You've finished most of your coffee. Only a little warmth remains in the bottom of the cup, but you're not in a hurry to finish it. The rain has grown steadier outside, its rhythm tapping softly against the window beside you. Not loud, just present, like someone humming to themselves in another room. You glance toward the bookshelf, curious. It's filled with books in many languages, some new, some old. The kind of collection that's been added to over the years, one book at a time. You stand for a moment, running your fingers along the spines. Some titles you recognize, others are a mystery. One book catches your eye, not because of the cover, but because of a little slip of paper sticking out of the top. It's tucked into the middle, like a bookmark someone left behind. The title is Rainy Days in Berlin. You bring it back to your chair, open it to the marked page, and begin to read. The words are soft, thoughtful, a quiet voice describing another rainy afternoon in Berlin, decades ago. I walk slowly past the spree, my umbrella angled against the wind, the river moving like a long grey ribbon beside me. The bridges above are dotted with people, some rushing, some pausing, and I wonder how many, like me, are walking without destination today. This city looks beautiful in the rain, though it hides it. You have to be still long enough to notice. I stop in a small cafe not far from Alexanderplatz. The windows are steamed, and inside smells of old wood, citrus peel, and coffee grounds. The man at the counter doesn't speak, just nods and begins to prepare tea. I find a seat at the window. It feels like I've done this before. Maybe I have. Or maybe Berlin has. The same rainy afternoon, playing again and again, like a song I don't mind hearing on repeat. You stop reading and pause. There's something in the way they describe it that feels familiar. Not just the details, but the feeling, the stillness, the noticing, the quiet companionship with strangers. You wonder who wrote this? A local? A traveler? The style is careful but warm, and the story isn't really about anything that happens. It's just a reflection, a small afternoon, captured like a pressed leaf in a notebook. You keep reading for a while. The story meanders through memories, rainy mornings at corner bakeries, long walks through Tiergarten, a sudden burst of birds in the trees at dusk. Even the rain has texture here, they write. The way it falls in the city has a different sound than in the countryside. It's not just water, it's time, falling gently. You close the book for a moment and set it on your lap. Outside, a cyclist passes with a bright yellow poncho flapping behind them. A taxi splashes through a puddle. Somewhere, a bell chimes faintly, perhaps from a distant tram. You feel something soft open in you. A sense of connection to people you'll never meet, to those who have sat in this city before you, felt the rain, watched strangers, and written down a thought or two in the stillness of a quiet hour. It's a beautiful thing to realize you're not the first to sit in a cozy cafe in Berlin on a rainy day, watching the world soften, and hopefully not the last. You sit for a little while longer. The book still rests on your lap. You haven't turned the page in a while, but it doesn't matter. The cafe has slowed even more now, as if the day itself has begun to stretch out and yawn. The soft glow of the lamps has deepened. Outside, it's dark enough that the street lights shimmer on the wet pavement, like strands of gold laid across the city. Someone behind the counter lights a few candles. You notice how the small flames sway gently in the quiet air, and how the people still here, those who have stayed, like you, seem to belong to a shared silence. There's a kind of intimacy in it, not personal, just peaceful. You sip the last of your milk café, now lukewarm and mellow, and for a moment you simply sit. You look out the window one last time. The rain is still falling, soft and rhythmic, a presence that never left, only became part of the atmosphere. A few drops trail slowly down the glass, like thoughts sliding into dreams. You stand and stretch gently. The book is returned to the shelf, the chair left just slightly warm from where you sat. You thank the barista again with a quiet smile, and they give you a nod, the kind that says, "Come back whenever you like." You step out into the rain. It greets you like an old friend, not loud, not biting, just cool and constant. You walk slowly now. There's no need to hurry. Your coat shields you from the worst of it, and each step seems to carry a little more of the cafe's warmth. The streets are quieter now. Most of the shops have closed. The restaurants are finishing up their last tables. You pass people walking home beneath umbrellas. A couple sharing one. A cyclist pulling their scarf higher. Someone laughing in the distance. Everything is softened by the rain. You reach your hotel, an old building with tall windows and a small lantern glowing just beside the door. Inside, the lobby is warm and dimly lit, with the soft sound of footsteps and the distant clink of glasses. You nod to the person at the front desk, They nod back. No words are needed. Your room is just up one flight. It greets you like a sigh, calm, quiet, welcoming. You remove your coat and shoes. The sheets are crisp and cool as you slip beneath them. Outside, the rain continues. You can hear it tapping gently against the window. Steady, soothing, patient. And now, you lie still. You think of the cafe, of the people you watched, the artist in the green scarf, the woman with her tea and her faraway eyes, the friend folding napkins, the tourist with the map. You think of the book you found, of the story within the story. Of how time can feel different when you stop measuring it. You feel a warmth inside you. Not from coffee now, but from something simpler. Presence, stillness, connection. The kind of warmth that doesn't ask for anything. It just holds you gently, like soft fabric, or the sound of someone nearby. And as your thoughts slow, and your body softens into the bed, you begin to drift, to dream. Perhaps you dream of Berlin in the rain, of a glowing cafe tucked into a quiet street. Of voices murmuring, of pencils moving across paper, of strangers who never needed to speak your name to share a moment with you. You dream of candlelight on bookshelves, of the scent of cinnamon and steamed milk, of warmth, stillness, and belonging. And slowly, quietly, you sleep.